These highlights are brought to you by Scody, tested by people like you. Campolina, thoroughbred racing and breeding. Goop, websites that work. And Landserve, delivering sustainable environmental solutions. Day 2 and Stage 3 of the second leg of the Scody Cup, the Budget Forklifts Tour of the Great South Coast, saw us head 20 k's north of Portland to Haywood for a 36-kilometre crit. With the roll-off at 11 a.m, the conditions were intermittently sunny and the bitumen dry. Offering 11 sprints, the action was on from the outset. Anthony Giacopo and the Genesis boys pushed for early sprint points. Lachlan Norris took the sprint on the 16th lap as Dratpack rose to the challenge. Genesis Wealth Advisors Brenton Jones took his second win, relegating Anthony Giacopo to second and Ryan McNally to third. Stage 4 headed from Haywood to Casterton, a 94.2k trek into what one local told me was God's country. That must mean God likes beautiful but big, muddy, slippery mountain terrain. Oh, and crosswinds and rain. Because that's what we are in for. With the stage boasting 8 climbs, 3 of them Category 3 and 1 Category 2, and then a hilltop finish to boot, this one would be for the climbing legs to battle out. Perhaps with all that in mind, Team Budget Forklifts and Scody's Luke Davison attacked early, only a few k's from the start, only to be pulled back in before reaching the first climb. Ben Hill, RBS Morgan's ATS Pro Cycling, took the lead on the first 7 of the 8 hill climbs. Around 25 k's into the hills, this break formed, once again with Budget's Luke Davison. Covering him was Jonathan Lovelock and Jake Kaufman in a group of 8, but this too was eventually closed down. Never too far behind Benny Hill, Darren Lapthorne, Dratpack Professional Cycling, also featured in the KOM points share, placing in 3 of the first 7 climbs. Neil Vanderploeg, searched to retain, himself a very capable climber, took the sprint outside the Digby pub and general store. As the climbs continued upward and the rain closed in, Luke Davison punctured. Flanked by Mick Coopert and Jason Spencer, the trio desperately tried to work their way back through the convoy to the lead pack. But even the convoy was finding the narrow, slippery roads tough going. Mick stayed with Luke to the finish, but the pair would finish 11.5 minutes down on the leaders. 74 k's into the mountains, and with the Cat 2 looming, Darren Lapthorne threw down the gauntlet and pulled away from the bunch to take the 7 points on offer at the top. The impressive effort looked very strong and no doubt sounded some warning bells for the peloton heading towards the hilltop finish. After rejoining the bunch, yet another break formed off the front, this time 6 riders, including RBS Morgan's ATS Pro Cycling's Joe Lewis and Sassy's Tom Casler, along with Dratpack's very determined Darren Lapthorne. And that determination pushed him all the way up to the finish, with yet another impressive show of speed to pull away from fellow Dratpackian Robbie Hucker, 9 seconds back, and Croydon Cycleworks' Jack Beckinsale leading the first group over the line 12 seconds in arrears.
It was a tough day out there. It was windy, hilly, wet, cold conditions, but that suits me. Like the last 10 k's, the whole dynamics of the race changed. I could tell everyone was tired, and I knew that was about the time to give it a shot.
Backed yourself?
I did, yeah, backed myself, and I really wanted to do it for my teammate Will Walker, and I was thinking about Robbie Williams in the last few k's a lot, former teammate, and little things like that can spur you on. So.
And spur him on it did, right into the yellow jersey, 11 seconds clear of Giacopo, and Vanderploeg sitting third, 18 seconds back. Genesis Wealth Advisors Pat Shaw slipped into the Shimano's Sprint Leaders jersey, while fellow Orange Army combatant Brenton Jones held the lead in the Campolina Criterium Championship. After a stunning day of climbing, Benny Hill was wrapped in the Campolina KOM jersey, Darren Lapthorne the most aggressive. After Stage 4, Drat Pack Professional Cycling lead the team's classification.